Well, Carly, thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Carly. I am a recent college grad from USC Upstate. I am a professional actor and model, and I also work in crew in the film industry.
Well, what got you started into the film industry?
So I've actually been acting my whole life. I started out doing theater when I was a kid, and I did that up until high school. And then once I graduated high school, I decided to go the film route, and I transitioned to film. I got an agent, and I started doing some local short films, and then it kind of just snowballed from there. I started getting commercial auditions. I started working on feature films. And then in 2023, when I was in college, I actually decided to study abroad, and I went to England for a semester and I studied film behind the camera. And I discovered that I have a love for behind the camera when I'm not acting. And recently I've been doing a lot of crew work as well as acting. And yeah, that's how I got started in the film industry. And I'm still currently acting, modeling, and working behind the camera. And I love it.
Wow, amazing. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
First, I want to get into this topic because I read a little bit about yourself. Um,
Okay.
if you want to talk about it, you were insecure, is that correct?
I was, yes.
And what got you out of the bubble?
So I realized that it's okay to be insecure and to be different than other people. And it was something that I used to be afraid of and that I didn't want to
Hmm.
show people. And I kind of hid away from that for a long time. But then I went to this modeling camp in New York with someone named Coco Rocha. She's a world famous model, and she was talking about the importances of being different. And I realized that I loved I love my flaws and that I could use them to my advantage, especially in the modeling industry, that people love unique features. And I also learned that in acting, can become famous because of a special feature. And I finally realized that I didn't need to be hiding it anymore and that it's something I can use to my advantage. And I'm very happy with myself now, and I love using my insecurity to my advantage now. And I
That's
hope
a
others can do the same and are inspired by my story.
Yeah, that's so inspiring. It really
Hmm.
is. Because being in the entertainment industry, it tests everyone.
Right.
And and your testimony is the testimony, a powerful
Hmm.
testimony. And even you yourself can agree, being in the entertainment industry is a thick skin. You have to have a thick
Yes.
skin, right?
Right.
Because,
Hmm.
and you can say for sure your testimony about going to auditions, you're getting a lot of
Hmm.
no's, getting a lot of yes. So, how was your experience so far doing auditions?
Hmm. I've had a lot of no's more than yeses, which most actors experience in the industry. And at first, it was really difficult to accept that constant rejection and feeling like my career was going nowhere. But eventually, I started getting some yeses, and it was very reassuring to realize that I can do this and I am capable. And although rejection still hurts to this day, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. And now I get a no and I'm just like, that's just one more step closer to a yes. And I heard the saying, for every 100 no's, there's one yes. And I believe that saying to be very true. And I wouldn't be where I am today without the constant no's I got in the past. So for anyone listening, just keep going. Rejection is hard, but at the end of the day, there is a light to the tunnel and it will definitely be worth it.
Yes, 100%. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Hmm.
Um, what is the most pivoted moment in your life so far?
Oh, that's such a great question. I would say um just working in the film industry and getting to follow my dreams. It's definitely been life-changing and very pivotal. When I was a kid, I always dreamed of being an actor and a model, but I never thought it would actually happen because I'm short, and in the modeling industry, you have to be like 5'7" or taller. I'm 5'3", but I have walked to New York Fashion Week. I attended model camp with Coco Rocha, and I've proved that I can do it, and that was very pivotal for me. Looking back in my life, I mean, like, I can be successful in this industry despite all the odds.
Hmm.
And then same thing for being an actor. I live in South Carolina, not necessarily the biggest film hub in the world, but I have found my place in the film industry. I found connections, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every single day. And so it's so reassuring to know that I can do this. I can be successful as an actor and model. And it's definitely been a very pivotal moment in my life, especially in the past couple of years. It's been very rewarding being an actor and a model in this
Wow.
crazy hard industry.
It is. You just said it there again. It
Yeah.
is, and that's the one thing I like to keep talking about because
Mm-hmm. Of
we want to spread awareness, but let other young upcoming actors and actresses and
course.
models in any other state to let them know that it's not easy breezy. You have to have a
Mm-hmm.
thick skin. It's tough,
Yes.
and like you said a couple of times that it's tough. And so, if you said you're currently in South Carolina, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself potentially, you know, pursuing your goal more into modeling, or do you see yourself, going to New York for modeling and acting, or do you see yourself going to LA and try to, go for it? I know I asked you
Yeah.
like three questions there,
No,
so
it's all good. I would definitely love to move out of South Carolina within the next 5 years. Like I said, I love it here. It's a great place to live, but just for my career, I don't see it being viable for the next 5 years. So I would love to go to either New York or LA. That's such a hard question because I have been to both places and I love both of them. But I know New York is more specific to modeling, while LA is more acting focused. And I honestly am not sure which one I would rather go to at the moment, because I love both acting and modeling equally. Everyone always asks me, they're like, which one do you like better, acting and modeling? It's like, well, there's pros to modeling, there's pros to acting. It's so hard for me to choose. So honestly, I don't know where I want to be in the next 5 years, but ideally, New York or LA's always been my goal as a kid. So we'll see what happens.
right, we'll see. What's your short-term goal?
My short-term goal is to definitely transition working in film full time. I currently have a couple part-time jobs, and while I love those jobs, I would just love to just go for it full time and continuously work in acting and modeling jobs. So that's definitely something I'm working on very hard at the moment to pursue.
Oh, wow. Now I want to get back to modeling because you said
Yeah,
you can correct me, you're 5'3", is that correct?
I am,
And
yes.
so um, you know, you said modeling, you have to have be a certain height.
Hmm.
Is that true or is that false? Because like you said, the reason I'm asking you this because you said
Hmm.
you're 5'3", so I'm going
Yes.
off of that. So could you tell a lot of upcoming models, males and females, about a
Hmm.
little bit about the modeling industry? Is there a certain height limit, and go on from there?
Yeah, of course. So usually there is a certain height limit. Most agencies in the US and overseas typically will have on their website, usually like it says 5'7" and above, 5'8", kind of just depends on the industry and the market. However, there are some agents that don't have a height minimum, which is amazing. And when I went to the model camp, Coco Rocha said it herself. She was like, yes, there's some that have a height limit and some don't. And you just have to find the one that will work for you and someone that believes in you. So while there is a very strict height minimum, even in 2025, I myself have defied those odds, and I encourage any young actor out there who may not meet the height minimum, don't give up and find something that works for you. While you may not be able to do runway modeling or editorial, you can still work in commercial, you can do high fashion. You just have to give yourself your own opportunities. Like I
Hmm.
said, I never saw myself walking in New York Fashion Week or even doing an editorial, but I created those opportunities for myself because I wasn't able to get them from external sources. So in this tough industry, you kind of have to create your own opportunities, and eventually those will lead to bigger and paid opportunities in the future. Because my portfolio is on my Instagram, and sometimes a lot of those po pictures and photo shoots I've done for free. Most of it's been unpaid, but people will see that work and see that I can do editorial, I can do runway. And I've gotten paid work because I created those opportunities for myself.
Hmm.
So that's something that you just have to deal with in this industry. Like I said, there are standards, but anyone can defy them. So if you're watching this and you really want to be a model, please don't give up and know that there is hope for you in this really tough industry.
That's true. Don't give up. Keep the
Hmm.
courage, keep the faith, keep going.
Yes.
Um, you said runway modeling. How
Yes.
was it? How was your experience?
Yes. Oh my gosh. New York Fashion Week was a dream come true.
And
I
Pardon me. When did you go? And
Yes.
we'll go from there. That's the same, all
Yes,
one,
of
same
course.
questions.
I have been twice to New York Fashion Week. I think it was 2021 and 2022. I actually had a local designer from Greenville, South Carolina, reach out to me and they wanted me to walk for them. And I was like, sure, why not? And so I went and I got to wear this really cool couture gown and there were sparkles all over it. I had purple eyebrows. It was a crazy experience, but it was so much fun. I met so many amazing models locally from Greenville and all over the US, even some from abroad. And I met some amazing makeup artists and photographers and hair artists. I just made so many connections backstage that I still keep up with today. And it was just such a surreal experience walking on that stage in New York, feeling like, wow, I've made it. I'm living my dreams. It was so much fun. And I was lucky to go back the next year and walk for the same designer as well as another designer from Greenville. And we actually did a photo shoot for that one to promote her brand. And that was just so much fun. And we were on the streets and it was in January. So it was very cold and we were very wearing very not like very short dresses. They were definitely not winter dresses. And although we were freezing and it really was not a fun experience, it was like just seeing those pictures, being like, wow, like that was me. Like that, it was just so surreal, honestly. And then I've also done a couple other local fashion weeks. I've done Greenville Fashion Week in my hometown, as well as Charlotte Fashion Week,
Hmm.
and they've all just been wonderful experiences. I hope to
Well,
continue to do more.
I'm glad you
Yes.
didn't get sick in that, you know.
Right. I've done crazy things as an actor and model, and honestly, my motto is the crazier the better for a shoot. So I'm
Right.
down to do whatever anytime.
So you're acting. Um, what's the most challenging role you ever taken and why?
Oh, that's also a really good question. I would say the most challenging role I've done is actually something I did recently. I was cast as a lead for a short film filming in my hometown. My friends and I actually own a production company here, and we do a lot of films together. And I had never been a lead before, so that was really scary to me, but I was very excited. It was a horror film. I've also never done horror. I have never screamed on camera. I have never cried on camera. I had this really dramatic monologue. And so just all the emotional prep work that went into
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
character, it was a lot. I prepped for probably 4 months. I had some private acting coaching. I had to learn how to cry on camera and how to scream and make it look believable. And I had to be covered in blood and prosthetics. I had to wear contacts. I had to wear teeth. I won't spoil what happens, but you can imagine something something crazy happens. But it was really difficult to bring that character to life. I also had to learn to dance. I forgot to mention that. I can dance, but I'm not a professional ballet dancer. I had to learn a 3-minute ballet sequence in 3 days, and I practiced for 9 hours with my dance coach. So that was really fun, very rewarding, also very difficult. But at the end of the day, it was one of the most fun projects I've ever worked
Hmm.
on, and I'm so excited to release it to the public next year. And just watching it, I can know how much hard work went behind it, and it's something that will always be so special to me. So,
Amazing.
yes,
And what's the name of that film?
it is called Ruby. It is coming out next year.
And Ruby. And you said
Mhm.
you guys, not so you guys, but you said yourself and your friend, sorry, pardon me, yourself and your friend own the production company?
Yes, we do. Uh-huh.
And what's the name of the production company?
It's called Monarch Films. We are based in Greenville, South Carolina. My friend Isaac King, he owns the company, and my friends and I work for him, and we have no budget. We are just a bunch of young filmmakers getting together, making films, and sending them to short films and festivals,
Hmm.
and we have no crew. It is four of us, but we have made short films, we have made features, and we have a couple more projects coming out. And we're just really trying to make it in this industry and creating opportunities for ourselves.
And what made you guys decide to do it, like for yourself and your
Mhm.
friend to co be partners and start the Monarch film production?
Yeah, well, they actually started the company before I joined, before I knew them, but they basically wanted to just pick up a camera and shoot something as they were all very passionate filmmakers, actors, directors, cinematographers, things like that. They just decided to come together one day, picked up a camera, didn't know what they were doing, and they shot a short film and it ended up winning awards at a festival. And they realized they wanted to continue this further, and they just kept making short films and just kept writing, producing, getting better equipment, better cameras, more actors. And then I joined their team. I actually am their social media manager, but I'm also an actor and I do some stuff on the production side. And it has grown into something incredible. While it's still a very small company, it's something that's very meaningful to me, and I hope it continues to grow.
That's actually a very inspiring. It
Yes.
really is because, it talks about friends coming together
hmm
and making films,
Right.
and doing projects.
Yes.
That's really inspiring. That's
Yeah,
empowering,
it
and
is.
that's the way to
Thank
help
you.
build the community in the entertainment industry, right?
Right.
Right. So that's amazing. So I
Thank
wish
you.
so much success. You know, and for yourself is what is your favorite genre and what is your dream genre role?
Yeah. So, my favorite genre is actually horror. I never thought I would say that. I've always been
Really?
scared of horror
Okay.
movies. Yes. I never wanted to watch them, but after being in one myself, I realized how much fun it is and just how cool and how diverse the horror can be. It can be as simple as like someone getting stabbed, or it can be as crazy as someone turning into a zombie and just all these prosthetics. It's just there's so much range with horror, and I love it. It's so fun being a scream queen. I just love that so much. So I hope to continue doing that as well as other genres. I'm open to honestly doing anything. But my dream genre would definitely be action. I want to be in an action film so bad. For those who don't know, I do martial arts. I am a third degree black belt in Taekwondo and a blue belt in Jujutsu. So I have a lot of fighting and stunt experience that I have off camera, and I would love to translate that into a film on camera. I would love to have a fight scene. My dream would be Marvel, obviously. I would love to just be a badass and have a fight scene and just be this really cool character that people look up to and be like, wow, like I want to be like her.
Wait, so I'm sorry. I had to go back. You said you
Yes,
have a black belt in Taekwondo,
I do. I have
right?
3 black belts in Taekwondo.
Three?
Yes.
Wow. Okay,
Yes.
okay, nobody better get you scared. Okay, so I mean, you could just take anybody down by yourself
Right.
almost. Wow. So nobody should be coming behind you and scare you in the middle of the night because they may not be
Right.
they will survive, but they have a black eye.
Yes.
Um, so I mean that's the truth. I mean, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So tell your friend, don't scare you.
Yeah.
And then you have another belt. What's the other one? I'm sorry.
I have a blue belt in jujitsu.
Okay, so I'm just curious, and I might be the
Yes.
only one being curious. Why are you taking two when you already have a black belt in Taekwondo?
Well, I did Taekwondo for about 12 years, got my 3 black belts, and well, although I love that so much, I wanted to try another form of martial arts, just to add to my training and expand my resume and just expand my knowledge. So I took a break from Taekwondo and I just decided to do Jujutsu, and yeah, I love both, so they're amazing. It's so much fun. It's kind of a hidden fact about myself because when most people look at me, they see actor, model, and they don't really see black
Hmm.
belt, and I don't really talk about it that much, but yeah, little hidden facts about me, so surprise.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. It really is
hmm
amazing. I used
Thank
to do
you.
karate, so
That's really cool.
it's really fun. And actually, it kind of relaxes your mind,
I agree.
and spirit. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like you're focusing on your brain is focusing on your arm movements, your legs, and to me, it's like I think what maybe you can say it, but like if you did audition and you're doing a Taekwondo class, you're just worried about the Taekwondo class. By the time you get home, you
Yeah,
totally forgot you done audition that day. You don't have to
right.
wait like, oh, am I gonna get a call back? You totally forgot because you did something else. That's a really good that you're doing things to get your mind off of, you know, like auditions and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Thank
So,
you. Yeah, I
um,
think it's really important for people to have hobbies outside of
yes,
acting as well.
I totally 100% agree. Before I ask you this other question, I know you said about I'm going back to this one real quick. You're
Yeah.
insecure.
Hmm.
I want to talk about mental health.
Yes.
Um, what was your advice and how did it help you
Hmm.
with your mental health? Because I'm a mental health advocate.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
what can you tell other people, other young ladies, I'm going to say guys as well,
Hmm.
being insecure and helping them through their mental health? And what was your journey, what was your story with your mental health?
Yeah, for sure. I totally forgot to mention earlier what I was insecure about. For those who don't know watching this, I was insecure about my ears. I have big ears. I'll actually show you now. I was wearing my hair down because I wanted to wear it down for the podcast, but yeah, I have big ears and I've been insecure about those ever since I was a kid, and it was just something really hard I had to deal with growing up. And I look different than other kids, and kids are mean in school and they make fun of you, but I've always been a really confident person, so it didn't bother me too much. And like whenever kids would say something, I would kind of just ignore them and be like, whatever. It didn't really bother me. And then as I got older, no one really cared in high school as much, or college. People were just focused on themselves. But personally, I was still kind of insecure about it because I've always seen actors and models as having perfect features. Like everything was perfect, head to toe. And I was like, well, I look different. I can't
Hmm.
be a successful actor or model. But like I said, I realized that you can, and people actually become famous because of their different features. And dealing with mental health, I have a very strong personality, and I really love myself now, but that definitely took some time to learn. And I would say if you're struggling with your mental health, there are people out there that can help you. There are people you can talk to. And at the end of the day, you just have to realize that it's okay to be different. And it's okay if you don't look like other people. You just have to learn how to be confident in yourself and love yourself, even if it doesn't feel like it at the end of the day. You just have to really keep going and push through. And sometimes you can't focus on your appearance. You have to focus on other things in your life, things that make you happy. And you'll forget about your insecurity, whatever that is, whether it's physical, internal. You just have to kind of keep pushing forward and do other things that make you happy. And eventually you will learn to love yourself. So I would say if anyone is out there struggling with mental health, I get it. I've been there. It's definitely a struggle. It's definitely very difficult, especially when you don't look like everyone else. But at the end of the day, you just have to realize that you're perfect no matter how you are, how you look. And yeah, you just have to learn how to be confident in yourself.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
and you're absolutely right. Love
Hmm.
yourself, who you are, be confident, and
Hmm.
God made us the way who we are.
Right.
I'm a believer in God. And so I just tell, that's a good message. Be confident,
Hmm.
love yourself, and
Yeah,
always remind yourself God made you who you are. That's why
exactly.
right? So,
Yes.
and it's a good message that you're telling everybody. It really
Hmm.
is. So, excuse me. And I'm so glad you're talking about it because we want to spread awareness, spread love
Right.
and kindness, and let
Exactly.
people know you are not alone in this journey.
Hmm.
You're not alone.
Yeah. And if you
100%.
think you are alone, you're definitely not, because there's someone else there who feels the exact same way. And
Right.
yeah.
100%. What's the best advice you ever heard or received?
Ooh, also a good question. Ooh,
I know I'm putting you on the
there's
spot.
like, no, it's okay. There's just like so many quotes flowing through my brain right now of stuff
Hmm.
I've just been told in the past.
Anything that's really particular that really got you.
Yeah. Um, it's gonna sound kind of cliche, but
Okay.
it if if it's not you, then who? I heard that quote. I don't remember where I heard it from, but that stuck with me for a while. Especially with acting and modeling. If it's not going to be you, then who is it going to be? You have to create those opportunities for yourself. You have to step up. You have to keep going, even if it feels like you want to give up. You're tired of auditioning. You're tired of paying for acting classes. You're tired of practicing modeling poses. Like, if you're not going to do it, then who is? Like, you have to be the one to push yourself to be successful and to not give up. That's also another one is don't give up. Again, super cliche and like super basic quote, but that's always stuck with me for a very long time is you can't give up. No matter how much you want to and how much this industry will beat you down. Like you just have to keep going because at one point in my acting and modeling career, I was getting no work and I was very frustrated and I just wanted to give up and be done with it. And I realized if I don't do it, then who is? No one else is gonna
Hmm.
force me to do this. Like I have to be the one to just put myself out there and keep going.
Right.
And I'm so glad I did because I've gotten so many opportunities just because I put myself out there and to not give up. So anyone watching this, please don't give up. And there's, you're going to make it in this industry. Again, very simple quotes, but they've stuck with me for a very long time. And I hope they can inspire you as well.
Amen. Yeah, don't give up. That's so true. So
Yeah.
powerful. Um, who is your dream actor or actress who you want to work with?
Oh, also a good question. I would love to work with two actors. I would love to work with Tom Holland. He's kind of my celebrity crush. Um, so that's the main reason. I love Spider-Man, grew up watching all the movies, love all three actors, but he's definitely been my favorite. I would just love to work with him. He seems just so humble and kind and so down to earth. And I always see all
Yes,
these
I totally
videos.
agree with you.
Yeah. I see all these videos of him just interacting with his fans. Even if he's working hard on set, he will take the time to come over and take pictures with his fans and talk to them like they're real people. And he doesn't put himself above everyone else. He's just so humble and he just wants to get to know the people he's working with. And I really admire that about him. Well, yes, he's my celebrity crush, but I also see him as such a good person. And I would just
Hmm.
love to work with him one day. He's just truly incredible. And he recently launched his own brand um, and he's just been really successful in that. His mental health has just been so much better ever since he's launched that brand. So I'm so proud of him for that.
Hmm.
And then another actress I would love to work with is Catherine Newton. She is someone that I recently have been looking up to. I actually met her at a Comic-Con last year, and it was just so surreal meeting her in person. I watched her movie Lisa Frankenstein, and I've seen Abigail and a couple other movies she's been in, and just meeting her in person and getting to talk to her. And she was just so genuine and so kind. And she has such this natural talent on and off screen. And it's just something that I love about her. And she's so diverse. She does horror, she'll do comedy, drama. There's just so many different roles that she can play so well. And I love that about her. And I've met her, so she is so nice. And I would hope to meet her again and hope to work with her. And just getting to talk to her and tell her about our small films that we've done. And she was just so inspired. And she's like, wow, like just keep going. And she
It's
told my friend
amazing.
and I, she was like, I'll see you guys on set. And that quote has stuck with me for a long
You
time.
never know.
Right. You
You
never
never
know what's
know.
going to happen.
Right. Never know
Exactly.
the people who you meet, encounter because they'll
Yes.
help you. 100%.
I agree.
You know, let's talk about some movies that's out in theaters. Have you seen any movies and
hmm
what's your thought, what's your views and what's your best movies that you recommend?
Ooh, this isn't necessarily a recent film that I've seen, but I really loved the movie Abigail, as I mentioned, that Catherine Newton was in. And I didn't think I was gonna like it because again, I don't love watching horror movies, but I was like, I'll just give it a shot. And it
Hmm.
was actually a very well made movie. I loved everything about it, all the actors in it, the storyline behind it. Well, yes, it was a vampire film. There was just a different twist on it. It was just super creative, and I loved all the blood and the gore. And the end of the movie was just really cool to me. And Ruby, the film I'm in, was actually very closely inspired by Abigail. So I really like that movie. Again, it's not super recent in theaters, but I really love that movie.
Okay. And how about Superman?
hmm I actually haven't seen that movie yet. So I know, I need to watch it. But I do love Superman and superheroes, so I'm very excited to watch it. I've heard it's got great reviews. It's gotten so much press and PR, and I'm very excited to see that. I will definitely add that to my watch list soon.
What? What?
I know, I
Okay.
need to watch
Okay.
it.
I won't give you a hard time. I forgive you.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'll remind you. But
Yes.
now, please, please, I'm just gonna ask, did you see
Yes.
Mission Impossible?
I did. I did watch
Okay.
that one.
Oh, okay. What did
That
you
was a good
think? What did
one.
you think?
Yeah, that one, it was a little bit long of a movie, but it was pretty good. I loved all the stunts. Again, I always love watching stunts and fight scenes, but yeah, that was a really good movie. I liked the plot and I wasn't expecting the whole underwater scene. That was crazy. I can't
Oh,
even
by
think.
the way, Tom Cruise can
Yeah.
hold his breath for 6 minutes,
Yeah, I just learned that too, which blows my mind.
and he
So
does his own
that's
stunts.
dedication.
He
Yeah.
does his own stunts.
Yeah.
Um,
It's crazy.
Sorry, my thing fell over. I had to fix it. Um, anyways, what did you think of the end? To me, we're not going to spoil the
Yeah.
movie because probably
Yes,
everybody's
of
seen it.
course. Hmm
Um, did you think there's going to be another Mission Impossible? Because hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As long Tom Cruise is alive, he can run and do his own stunt.
Yes.
There is no way that's the last Mission Impossible. It might be named something else, but what do
Yeah.
you think? What's your Let's hear your
Oh,
thoughts.
yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about that the whole time watching the movie, actually, because I was like, well, they could just end it here and leave it on a cliffhanger, or they could continue it and have like a whole nother plot. Honestly, I don't know where they're gonna take it. So I guess we'll see.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you on social media?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram. It's just my name. It's at Carly Driver, and my account's public, so feel free to follow me, DM me, comment on my posts. Love to connect with you guys. I'm always on there, so I will definitely respond as quickly as I can. I do have TikTok, but I don't really post on there. It's the same. It's just at Carly Driver. But yeah, that's where you can find me on socials.
Wow. Well, thank you for coming on. I would
Yes, thank
love
you.
to have you back on.
Yes, I would love to be back.
Yes, and I live your energy.
Thank you.
I
I
really
appreciate
do.
it.
And I'm just gonna give you a positive, what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing. You have a positive smile,
Thank you.
positive attitude. And
Appreciate it.
you have opened up,
Mm-hmm.
about your insecurity, about what you're going through, your
Mm-hmm.
journey,
Yes.
about don't giving up and
Yeah.
going for it,
Mm-hmm.
and taking risk. Being in the entertainment industry is a testimony
Right.
of your story because you're telling everybody if you're being insecure, it's okay. This
Yeah,
is who you are. And it's
exactly.
it's a journey. I'm proud of
Mm-hmm.
you. I really
Thank
am.
you. I really
So
appreciate it.
don't give up. I
Yes.
look forward. I said it a little differently, but I look forward having you back on. We're definitely going
Thank
to stay in
you.
touch.
Yes, for sure.
Well, thank you again, and I will talk to you soon.
Yes. Thank you guys. See you guys on
All
set.
right. Bye-bye.